Hi Gemini, this is Star with Rihanna Star. This is your forecast for the month of June 2026. I will use the Ideal Tarot, Love Oracle, Divine Mistress Oracle, amongst other decks for your reading this month. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just keep them aside and get down to your reading. From the Ideal Tarot, I do have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is dealing with the Earth sign, so you're going to be dealing with Virgo, Taurus, as well as Capricorn. This is the 3. So, from the 3 to the 10 is a long way off. So, you need to work on your skills because only when we up our game that we get new opportunities. Hard work is definitely in store for you, but then initial success or minor gains can be expected. Lack of experience could also affect your prospects in the job market. You may also be a bit distracted on account of personal issues that surface. Maybe it would be prudent to accept your mistakes. Incidentally, I'm also picking up that Geminis, you will be shielding of others. The final days of May stepping into June, I do have the Queen of Wands. Now, she's a very magnetic personality. She's someone who is going to get ahead in life, even if there are roadblocks and interruptions. Possibly you are also dealing with last minute changes. Some people may have let you down. You needed to tap into your contacts. You needed to seek divine intervention and carry on. Perhaps you did just that, Geminis. You did not allow the situation to get the better of you. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I do have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is a very beautiful card. It talks about progress. It talks about you desiring good relationships. Also, your focus is going to be the home this month. But this is in the challenge position, so there are going to be those obstacles as well. Maybe you have to work doubly hard to get ahead of the pack. There could also be people who are envious of your success. That is why it is imperative for you to do some aura cleansing. Incidentally, with the Hangman in the influence position, things can go haywire, things can go upside down. You may feel the noose is tightening around your neck with the Hangman. You may feel you're in a limbo or you're stuck. You do want results. Perhaps you also feel that you're sacrificing yourself. You have to find time for tasks that arise. Maybe the work environment is also a bit oppressive. Basically, you need to seek assistance because mentally or physically you could be very worn out. But you can take heart from the fact that you will be rewarded for your hard work. Someone could also try to needle you or torment you. I do have this quiet unease from the Divine Mistress Oracle. Now, this lady, she seems to be defensive. She is guarded. Likewise, you want to step back. You don't want to take the initiative because something is making you nervous and edgy. Maybe you also need to look into solar plexus chakra healing because that could also help you gain confidence. Stomach related issues could also arise for Geminis. I also have the card deception here. So once again, someone may be sneaky, someone may not be upfront. Incidentally, the first 10 days of June, I do have the Seven of Swords. Now, this is talking about person being like a thief in the night. You are going to be purposeful and driven, but you also need to accept your mistakes rather than damage relationships because it takes just 1 minute to sever ties. Maybe you find yourself alienated at work too. With the Hangman, you want to keep to yourself. Financial issues could also require your attention. It is also the time to shop and make investments. Things do look up as time goes by with the world coming into your reading from 11th to 20th June. So you will be content and happy. Maybe you should not be greedy because sometimes we can be avaricious in our quest to get more from our clients. Someone could also be trying to pull the rug from under your feet on the work front, so undermining your position is very likely. Some of you could even have applied for a job, but you need to tone down your expectations. Maybe you have your eye on a higher position, but the boss could decide on someone else. Still, you can expect support from your backers. Gadget or technical issues could also arise. Unwanted attention is also on the cards for Geminis this month. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th June, I do have the Star card. Now, the Star talks about destiny, it also talks about fate. It is a time to learn. Maybe you feel that you have to surrender what destiny has in store for you. There could be spur of the moment decisions and a twist in your routine. Someone could definitely or deliberately create hindrances or roadblocks, like I said, in your path. But you have to move forward in life. Other than that, I also feel that you could have to settle for less. Focus on learning to Geminis this month. You have to rise above. I see only beauty and grace, it says here. So the lotus always comes up, it blooms, even if it's in muddy waters. Likewise, I think you need to depend on your own spirit and allow it to soar. With respect to your love life, I do have the card wedding bells. Now, this talks about the prospect of you settling down this month. Some of you could be thinking of cementing your relationship, of walking down the aisle. Maybe marriage is also going to be discussed. You could even be in a third party situation. That could also mean that you have to clear the path before you can settle down with this person, in case he is committed or he is in an unhappy marriage, or it could even be you. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Some of you may be in an unacknowledged relationship. You do want to settle down with this person. Maybe it is making you uneasy. You don't know how to broach the topic of a relationship with this person, but the universe is definitely giving you signs, with the star also coming in your reading. Messenger from the Norman talks about messages, someone coming in quickly with letter messages or even love notes for that. In an existing romantic connection, I think Geminis, you need to find time, because sometimes you can even snub the person you are dating by saying that you have a lot on your plate or that you have to focus on work. You do want the Four of Wands, or you do want to settle down, but sometimes things can be challenging. The last card in this reading is second opinion. So with the Hangman coming in your reading, I think you need to prioritize your health this month. Maybe take a second opinion, refer to another doctor or a medical professional in June 2026. I hope Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.